All right, everyone, let's try this again. Oh, y'all said last time y'all weren't able to see the keyboard for some reason, so hopefully it doesn't go off the screen this time. But so we are tackling our very concepts today. So just a few easy concepts. We're going to go over them really quickly. First thing that you need to know is the sixth diminished scale. So what is the sixth diminished scale? The sixth diminished scale is just your major scale with your flat six in it. Okay, so all it is this. All right, just a major scale with your flat six in it. Okay, so one of the ways that Barry would use the sixth diminished scale were playing between chords like six chords and diminished chords. Okay, and when I say six chords, say for example we have a C6. So our C6 chord would be this. We would have our root, our third, our fifth, and our sixth. And then we would just move it around the different inversions, okay? And what we would do, we will put a diminished chord in between each one of those inversions. The diminished chord will be based off of our flat six. So we know this is our flat six, so we build a diminished chord off of that. And the same thing, we just go through the different inversions, okay? So that would be like this. C6, diminished chord, C6 inversion, diminished chord, diminished chord, diminished chord, okay? And then if you pay attention, you'll see that one of those chords that we played was this. That's our A minor chord. So this works for your chords. It also works for your minor chord, okay? So if we have C6, we know we can do it on A minor. All right, let's take it to F6. We have F6. We know we can do it also on D minor. All right, so what we need to figure out is what diminished scale, what diminished chord rather, do we need to use? So our flat six would be here. So we need to build a diminished chord off of that. And then just go through the inversions, okay? So F6, diminished chord. F6, diminished chord. F6, diminished chord. F6, which we know is also our D minor, diminished chord. So just like how we did it where you can do it if you're on C6 or A minor, you can do it on F6 or D minor, and so on and so forth, okay? So another way that I like to do it, I like to open the voices up just a little bit and do it in drop two. So instead of doing it like this as our C6, drop two just means take that note that's the second highest note from the top and put it in your bass. So in that case, that would be our G. So we will take that G and drop it down. Okay? And now everything is just a little more spread out and we're playing it in drop two form. So now it will sound like this. All right. So I love, love, love playing drop twos. Okay. So another thing that Barry did is he'll use the six diminished scale when it comes to 2-5-1s. So one of my favorite things that I learned from watching his videos and learning these different six diminished scale concepts is how he does his 2-5-1, but he tritone subs the five. But before he even does that, after the two, he'll lead into that tritone sub with some six diminished scale movements. Okay, basically he just plays like almost half of the six diminished scale, leading into the tritone sub. And he does it contrary motion. Contrary motion just means you have one hand ascending, one hand descending, okay? So, for example, if we were in the key of C and I want to do my 2-5-1, okay? Or if my one chord, my target chord is C. So I want a 2-5-1, okay? So that would be a D minor. And this is just a Kenny Barron voice that I'm playing. And then I go to my 5. And then what I want to do is I want to find the 6th diminished scale that is a whole step below my 5. Okay, my 5 is G. So I want a 6th diminished scale from F, okay? And like I said, you're not going to play the whole scale. You're only going to play like half of it, and it's going to lead you nicely until your tritone sub, and then you go to your 1. So it'll be like this. All right. Then it takes you right to your 1. And sometimes Barry doesn't even play that 5. Sometimes he just goes straight from 2 to the diminished, 6 diminished movement to the tritone sub, straight to the 1. So like this. And straight to the 1. Okay? So without hitting that 5 in your bass. All right, let's do that same thing in another key. Let's do it in the key of G. All right, so we need our 2. 5 would be D. So we need to find the 6th diminished scale. That's a whole step back from that. That would be our C 6th diminished scale. And we'll do the movement leading us to the tritone sub and to the 1. All right, here we go. All right. And then, like I said, if you do it without hitting that 5, be like this. All right. So let me show you slowly. So this is all we're doing. All right. So right hand is just. All right. And our left hand is just. And that leads us to our flat 5. You always want to make sure that bass note is the flat 5, because all it is just the flat 7 of the major chord that you're playing, which makes it a dominant chord, because our 5 would normally be a D7, but instead we're going to the tritone sub, so we're playing our A flat 7, but we're playing it with our 7 in our bass. So like this. Okay? Then takes us right to our 1. All right, so one more time. 2. To our 1. All right. So I have a full tutorial on these concepts in all 12 keys on my Instagram channel. All you have to do is go to my Instagram channel, Dexter Montgomery Music, and click the link in my bio, and you want to look for the link that says the progression that you need to know. Okay? And that link will take you to the tutorial, and like I said, the tutorial covers the same concepts in all 12 keys. All right? So check that out. Everyone have an amazing night, amazing day, whatever it is for you. And I will be back with more videos soon. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, if you have any questions, just send me a DM on Instagram. Once again, my Instagram is Dexter Montgomery Music, and I will be happy to help you in any way that I can. And yeah, see y'all soon.